Have you ever seen a thumbnail that promises something so shocking that you instantly want to know if it's true? Imagine hearing that a natural root could make cancer disappear in just 24 hours. It sounds unbelievable, and that's exactly why millions of people click on videos like this. Today we're going to explore the claim, the science behind natural compounds, what researchers are actually discovering, and why understanding the difference between hope and hype is so important. Cancer is one of the most feared diseases in the world. Almost everyone knows someone who has been affected by it. When people receive a diagnosis, they often begin searching for answers beyond traditional treatments. They look for natural remedies, special diets, herbs, roots, fruits, and supplements that might help them fight back. The internet is filled with stories of miraculous recoveries and secret cures that supposedly doctors don't want you to know about. One of the most popular ingredients often mentioned in these discussions is a medicinal root that has been used in traditional medicine for centuries. Many people believe it has powerful healing properties. Some even claim it can destroy cancer cells rapidly. But before we accept extraordinary claims, we need to examine what science actually says. The human body is incredibly complex. Cancer itself is not just one disease. There are hundreds of different types of cancer. Each type behaves differently, grows differently, and responds differently to treatment. What works for one type may not work for another. This is why cancer research is one of the most challenging fields in modern medicine. Researchers around the world spend billions of dollars studying how cancer cells grow. They investigate how tumors spread, how the immune system responds, and how different compounds interact with cancer cells. During these studies, scientists often discover that certain natural substances show interesting effects in laboratory environments. Many plants contain bioactive compounds. These compounds may have antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory effects, or other biological activities. In laboratory studies, researchers sometimes expose cancer cells to concentrated extracts of these compounds and observe changes. Some extracts may slow the growth of cancer cells. Others may trigger cell death under specific conditions. This is where many misunderstandings begin. A laboratory experiment is very different from treating cancer in a human body. When scientists observe a positive effect in a petri dish, it does not automatically mean the same result will occur in a patient. The human body has countless biological systems interacting at the same time. A compound that appears powerful in a laboratory may behave completely differently inside a living person. Another important point is dosage. Laboratory studies often use highly concentrated extracts that would be impossible to obtain through normal consumption of a food or herb. People read headlines about cancer cells being destroyed in a lab and assume eating more of a certain root or plant will produce the same result. Unfortunately, biology is rarely that simple. Let's talk about why claims like 100% of cancer will disappear in 24 hours spread so quickly. First, fear creates vulnerability. When people are scared, they naturally seek certainty. A promise of a fast cure provides emotional relief. Second, social media rewards dramatic content. The more shocking the headline, the more likely people are to click, share, and discuss it. The problem is that oversimplified health claims can create false hope. False hope may lead some people to delay proven medical treatments while pursuing unverified alternatives. This can have serious consequences. Cancer is often most treatable when detected early and managed promptly with evidence-based care. That doesn't mean natural substances have no value. In fact, many modern medicines originated from plants. Researchers continue exploring compounds found in roots, leaves, flowers, fruits, and herbs. Nature remains one of humanity's greatest sources of potential medical discoveries. However, identifying a promising compound is only the beginning of a long scientific journey. The journey usually starts with laboratory studies. If results appear promising, researchers move to animal studies. If those studies show potential benefits and acceptable safety profiles, carefully designed human clinical trials may follow. These trials can take years. Scientists evaluate effectiveness, safety, dosage, side effects, and long-term outcomes. Only after extensive testing can researchers determine whether a treatment truly works. This process may seem slow, but it exists for a reason. Throughout history, many treatments appeared promising initially but failed during larger studies. Science protects patients by demanding evidence before making conclusions. When evaluating health claims online, there are several questions everyone should ask. Is the claim supported by peer-reviewed research? Are reputable medical organizations discussing it? Does the information come from qualified experts? Are specific studies being referenced? Is the language balanced, or does it rely on sensational promises? Be especially cautious of phrases like miracle cure, doctors hate this secret, works instantly, or guaranteed results. Real science is usually more nuanced. Researchers talk about probabilities, evidence levels, limitations, and ongoing investigations. They rarely make absolute promises. Another reason these claims gain popularity is because people often confuse supportive health practices with cures. Healthy eating, exercise, stress management, adequate sleep, and maintaining a healthy weight can contribute to overall wellness. These habits may support the body's natural defenses and improve quality of life. However, supporting health is not the same as curing cancer. Scientists are increasingly studying the relationship between nutrition and cancer prevention. Certain dietary patterns may be associated with reduced risks for specific cancers. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and other nutrient-rich foods provide vitamins, minerals, fiber, and beneficial plant compounds. These foods can play a role in a healthy lifestyle. Yet even the healthiest diet cannot guarantee protection from disease. Genetics, environmental factors, age, lifestyle choices, and random biological events all contribute to cancer risk. Health is influenced by a combination of factors rather than a single magical ingredient. Stories of remarkable recoveries can also be misleading. Sometimes a person receives standard medical treatment and simultaneously adopts dietary changes. When improvement occurs, observers may incorrectly attribute success to the dietary change alone. Human beings naturally seek simple explanations, even when reality is more complicated. The emotional side of cancer should not be ignored either. Patients and families often experience fear, uncertainty, frustration, and exhaustion. During difficult times, hopeful stories become incredibly attractive. This is understandable. Everyone wants good news. Everyone wants a breakthrough. Everyone wants a reason to believe. The encouraging news is that real progress is happening. Cancer treatments have advanced dramatically over recent decades. Researchers continue developing targeted therapies, immunotherapies, precision medicine approaches, and innovative treatment strategies. Survival rates for many cancers have improved significantly compared to previous generations. Immunotherapy, for example, has transformed treatment for certain cancers. Instead of attacking cancer directly, some immunotherapies help the body's own immune system recognize and fight cancer cells more effectively. These advances were made possible through decades of rigorous research. Precision medicine is another exciting area. Scientists can now analyze genetic characteristics of tumors and sometimes tailor treatments to individual patients. This personalized approach represents a major shift from traditional one-size-fits-all methods. At the same time, researchers remain interested in natural compounds. They continue investigating plants used in traditional medicine. Some compounds may eventually contribute to future therapies. However, promising research should never be confused with proven cures. Critical thinking is one of the most valuable tools anyone can develop. Whenever you encounter a dramatic health claim, pause and ask questions. Who is making the claim? What evidence supports it? Has the research been replicated? Are respected experts in agreement? Does the claim sound too good to be true? Remember that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. A statement that all cancer can disappear in 24 hours would represent one of the greatest medical breakthroughs in human history. Such a discovery would be front-page news worldwide, discussed by major research institutions, and rapidly investigated by the global scientific community. The absence of widespread scientific confirmation should encourage skepticism. Skepticism is not negativity, it is simply a commitment to evidence. Healthy skepticism protects people from misinformation while keeping them open to genuine discoveries. Education is one of the strongest defenses against misleading health information. The more people understand how science works, the easier it becomes to separate fact from fiction. Scientific progress is rarely dramatic overnight magic. More often, it is the result of thousands of researchers making small advances over many years. Every major medical breakthrough we celebrate today was built on decades of research, experimentation, failures, corrections, and improvements. Science is a process, not a shortcut. It rewards patience, evidence, and transparency. If you or someone you know is facing a cancer diagnosis, it's important to discuss treatment decisions with qualified healthcare professionals. Ask questions. Seek second opinions if necessary. Explore credible sources of information. Being informed empowers better decision-making. Natural foods and medicinal plants can certainly be part of a healthy lifestyle. They may provide valuable nutrients and beneficial compounds. Researchers may continue uncovering new possibilities within nature's pharmacy, but responsible health decisions should be based on evidence rather than sensational promises. The next time you see a headline claiming that a single ingredient can eliminate cancer overnight, remember the bigger picture. Cancer is complex. Medicine is complex. Scientific discovery is complex. Real solutions require careful investigation, rigorous testing, and honest communication. Hope is important, but informed hope is even more powerful. The goal is not to reject new ideas. The goal is to evaluate them thoughtfully. By combining curiosity with critical thinking, we can appreciate exciting research without falling for exaggerated claims. Thank you for watching. If you found this discussion informative, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who values evidence-based health information. Stay curious, stay informed, and remember that knowledge is one of the most powerful tools we have when navigating the world of health and science.